And given that we've just touched upon the use of the label of anti-Semitic to shut down either efforts to end impunity and or other forms of human rights activism, how do you respond to the accusation of anti-Semitism?
I think this is an essential question that we should not shy away from because of how important the fight against anti-Semitism is, and because how deliberate the usage of this accusation as a propaganda line by the Israeli government is. So we should address this head on. The caricature that the Israeli government is trying to portray is the following one: that Palestinians that oppose the occupation are terrorists, and that Israelis that oppose the occupation are committing treason, and that diaspora Jews that reject the occupation are self-hating Jews, and the internationals that reject the occupation must be anti-Semites, right? Now, I'm saying this with bitter cynicism, but this is very real, and this is being deployed systematically as a silencing tool with a very clear agenda. The clear agenda is to successfully perpetuate the occupation while continuing to minimize international consequences. This is why it is done. And we need to recognize that this is not random, that this is systematic. We need to reject it for the absolute falsehood that it is, but I think we also need to take it a step further in the following way. Anti-Semitism is real and is dangerous, and it needs to be fought against and rejected completely. When my government equates anti-Semitism, genuine anti-Semitism, with denying the occupation, what they're doing is, while desiring to harm our ability to reject the occupation, what they're doing is they're undermining anyone's ability to fight against genuine anti-Semitism. Because if you want to be effective in fighting anti-Semitism, you need to do it with credibility. And if they're using it as a propaganda line, they're also jeopardizing the ability to fight genuine anti-Semitism with credibility. Now, I suspect that what I've just said, I think all these things are self-evident. I think they're sufficiently self-evident that also Israeli ministers that are pursuing this kind of line are aware of the risks that they're taking in making the struggle against genuine anti-Semitism less credible and less effective. So here's the bottom line out of what I've just said. They are sufficiently cynical to be willing to undermine that genuine fight, and to what end? In order to help sustain, perpetuate the occupation with zero international consequences. This is where we are.